Good morning, everyone. We are coming to very precious days, and this is the days of prior to the days of Shavuot, prior to the days of receiving the Torah. That this will be Bezrat Hashem next week. On Wednesday is Chag Matan Toratenu, the day that we receive the Torah. And as we said, we are the days before. And as we know, there was a whole series of different happenings until the day we got the Torah. The day we got the Torah was the 6th day of the month, but there was days before that it started getting ready to receive the Torah. Even though really from Pesach they're already getting ready to receive the Torah. They know 49 days later they'll get the Torah. But the real preparations, as we learn, this was on the first day of the month of Sivan. And the first day of the month of Sivan this year is on a Friday. Always happens in a different day, but this year it's on a Friday, the first day of the month of Sivan. And what do we learn at the first day of the month of Sivan? This is the day that they came to Mount Sinai. As the Torah says, Va'ichan Sham Israel neged ahar, that the Jews were resting right by the mountain, right by Har Sinai. And what was the preparation the first day? What happened the first day when they got to Har Sinai? So we learn Va'ichan Sham Israel, they were resting. So Rashi tells us Keish echad belev echad. When they came to Har Sinai, they were all Keish echad, like one person, belev echad, with one heart. And as Rashi tells us that before that they were not Keish echad belev echad. When they were traveling until they came to Har Sinai, they were not in one heart. They were not in the real unity. And the Rosh Chodesh Sivan, when they came to Har Sinai, that was the first preparation that they were Keish echad belev echad. They were in a level of unity. And the question is, as would occur to everybody in the head, we don't find them in the midbar. We don't find them while they were traveling, that they were arguing or fighting. Yeah, they were complaining about Hashem, we know, but they wanted food, they wanted drinks, but we don't find between them that there are arguments. Or what does it mean that we say that until they came to Har Sinai, they were not like one person? When they came to Har Sinai, when they rested by the mountain, that's when the Torah teaches us this was the time when they were Keish echad belev echad, like one person. And the explanation in short is, when we're speaking about unity, it does not mean that we don't fight. Unity does not mean that until unity means we're all in a war and we don't fight anymore. Unity is a much greater thing. We don't talk about the Jews prior of that day that they were fighting or arguing. Chaz v'shalom, that's not what we're talking about. But it did not get to the point of the real unity. And that point of the real unity was only at the first day when they came to Mount Sinai. What is the point of the real unity? Unity does not mean where people are together. The Jews were together. As soon as they came out of Egypt, they're all together all the time. In the camp, as we're learning in this parsha of this week, about the camp around the tabernacle, they were all united together. Jews were there always together. What does it mean that on Har Sinai they were Keish echad belev echad? The real unity is when we're all focusing on one point. When we're all focusing on one idea, when we're all focusing the same way, there's no other agendas. You can be all united together, but everybody's got his own agenda. That's not the real unity. And that's the way it's every day by us. Everybody has his own agenda. So yes, we get along together, we talk together, but we're now one because we don't have one agenda. We don't have one goal, one focus. When they came to Har Sinai, Va'ichan Sham Israel, not only they were united, they were together. They were united, that had one focus, one goal. And what was the goal? To receive the Torah on Har Sinai. That one goal, to be with Hashem and to be connected to Him and get the Torah. And that goal, that's what makes the unity. And that's the real unity that happened on this day, Rosh Chodesh. The day of Rosh Chodesh, that was the day the Jews, not being together in a physical sense only, they were being together, that one goal, one agenda, God, Torah, connection, and also the same thing. And this is how we see in our life. We can all be together. But if everybody's got different agendas, that's not the real unity. The real unity is when we all have that same focus, that same will, and that same goal to get to one goal, to the one point. And that's what we gotta do. Why am I saying that? It just reminds me, I just spoke about it yesterday. This is the days, many years ago, was a 6-day war. The 6-day war began at the 27th of the month of Iyar. And by the way, this day, the 27th, the month of the Iyar, this is the yahrzeit of my uncle. He got killed on the first day of the war, at the 6-day war, as a soldier. Hashem inkom damo. I was, as a child, in a shelter with everyone else. And we had our own building that we lived by. In this building were 12 neighbors. Everybody from different walks of life. Different. But I remember when we were sitting in the shelter, men, women, children, day and night, 24 hours a day. And I can't forget till this moment today. It's many years have passed. And I can't forget when we're sitting together. Normally, they don't get along, as I knew my neighbors very well. Everybody's another missile, a different personality. But when we all sitting together in the shelter, that unity was so beautiful. The achdut, that being one. And what struck my mind, what was going on? How can we all be together for so long and complement each other, really be as one? Because one agenda. When we were sitting there in the shelter, was one agenda by all of us. That God should help, we should survive and be successful. And we should be the success of our soldiers. And when there was that one agenda by everybody, we were able to be together in one little room. 12 neighbors, husband, wife, and kids. That's the unity. Unity means that we have all one goal. And when we have one goal, that's how we can be united and be one. And that's the beauty of the Rosh Chodesh Sivan, the first day of the month of Sivan. The unity of Jews when they got together by the mountain. That same idea, but even more. One goal. What was the goal? We are becoming the Jewish nation, the nation of God. As we all bless b'chasidim, Kabbalas Torah b'simcha b'pnimius, we should all be able to receive the Torah again. This holiday of Shavuot coming up. And Bezrat Hashem, as we all know, with our being united on this day, Rosh Chodesh, again this year, as every year we have to replay the same thing again, we should be able to have another big holiday. Was another big holiday that God shall reveal to us again and give us the Torah Chadasha Mititeitze, the new Torah that God is going to give us with Mashiach Tzedkenu. Have yourself a beautiful Shabbos, a beautiful holiday, and we'll talk soon.